on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah. Welcome to the Nexus. That's all I'm playing. That's it. We're done. That's it. I promise.
Hanukkah is the festival of lights.
Yeah. Welcome to the Nova Nexus, where we take an hour out of our week to come to you and talk Judaism, talk all things biblical. And you are invited. You'll see links here in the Rumble chat, also in the YouTube chat as well. Over here. There you go. Oh, there you are. Over there at StreamYard. Click that. Gets you in here. All you need is a microphone. And a good attitude, because we're having a lot of fun today. Why? Because it's Hanukkah. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, James. Sup? I know you did. That's okay. I answered that too.
I can half look at you now. I want to have this is the menorah of the year. We try to get a new menorah every year, and this is our new one. I guess it's a cobalt blue. It's like it's not really shiny. It's more of a richer cobalt blue, but our menorah, and it's Hanukkah, and it's like, well, James, you're not Jewish. What do you lighting menorah for? I'm like, hey, they've been doing it. They've been showing it to us for 1,000 years or whatever. I mean, come on. I mean, we want one. It's their party. Come on, it's great.
That's right.
That's the one they want us to see.
Hayam Sham. Yep. We got Nez Gadol Hayam Sham, which means that a miracle happened here.
That's I didn't bring my dreidel. I was supposed to bring my dreidel in here. I'm starting quite a little dreidel collection. Right. That's the other room. I didn't bring them in. They're still with the kids. Okay. No, it's we're discussing warriorship, and really this is truly, and while it's quite joyous and quite jocular in many, many ways, there is a bold seriousness to the message of Hanukkah. And so I light the Hanukkah. That's what you call a Hanukkah menorah.
Correct.
Because it is a warrior's holiday. I got a meme and I didn't get it transferred over in time for the show. Rosie, you gave it to me. It was Worf from Star Trek: The Next Generation with a bold, pleased look on his face, and there's a menorah in front of him and it says a warrior's holiday. I'm pretty sure it's when he tried prune juice for the first time and the look he got on his face, a warrior's drink. And Hanukkah is the warrior's holiday.
Yes, it is. The first day we celebrate the Jews kicking the Greeks' ass. Ta-da-ta-da. Yay.
It didn't start with them though. And this
started with Antiochus.
This is the thing. It didn't start necessarily with the Greeks. It certainly didn't end with them. We'll just keep that in the middle. What the hey? There you go. It didn't end with them, because what started the whole thing is the Maccabees were a family, Levites, I believe.
Yes, they were a family of priests. And
this is when the Second Temple, and if you followed our reading of Malachi and Zechariah and whatnot, this was the end. This was not going to be the temple that succeeds, even though they keep trying. Prophets are saying, I can't have my hands in this right now, but they did keep trying. But a lot of them were Hellenistic. You can look up Hellenistic Jews. They were a faction of Jewish people who went the way of Soros. Okay.
Yep.
Basically, they might as well.
Antiochus.
And they brought an idol into the temple. All the Maccabees were there, and didn't stop him. But the moment they started to bow down to that idol, everybody was put to the sword. At that moment, everybody who participated was put to the sword. I know it's not baby Jesus in a manger time. But and they went out, and anybody else who supported them, and people joined in, and it was a revolution basically. And they took the idol out, they cleansed the temple, and then when they went to light the menorah, which after this war there wasn't much oil left, it lasted miraculously 8 days, a national miracle. Everybody saw it. Anybody who wasn't Jewish saw it. Jerusalem's never really been fully Jewish. There's always been everybody's. It's like, it's like, it's some Constantinople in a way. It's like the center of world trade and all that good stuff at the time, or at least in culture, everybody showed. But
it's because it takes 8 days to correctly make kosher oil for the menorah.
That's true.
Yep, that's one of the reasons why
I knew
the first day of Hanukkah is commemorated to the warriors and the cleansing of getting rid of the Greeks. And the next 7 days is because of the oil.
That's all that you need when God just gives you a little wink like that.
Yeah.
Rabbi Tovia Singer says it was like, the estranged bride of God reaching up on tiptoes for a kiss, and God comes down and gives her a sweet little peck back that one time. It's the one miracle of the Second Temple. And it's remembered. And Christians are even catching on now. Lots of people, because they're realizing that what do they call it in the Christian Bible? The Feast of Dedication.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's Hanukkah. So he and the boys and the ladies too were all lighting a menorah. There you have it. Okay, so this is the priests were ready with sword in hand. They knew it was going to go down. They just had to wait. It's not an idol until it's worship. You can make a crucifix and it is not an idol. Idolatrous, because people are bowing to it over here, but this doesn't become, this thing over here, this wood, whatever, doesn't become an idol until it's bowed to. Once it's bowed to, it must be destroyed. I mean, utterly. Non-Jews can nullify and still make use of them as a doorstop or whatever. The Jew has to utterly obliterate it. Okay.
That's right.
So they were ready. And Israel's at war now. I think something's going to go down in Hanukkah. I could be, maybe
it's supposed. No, you are correct. We're just going to keep on watching. Yep. Just keep on watching. It's not that people are mad at the Jews. They are mad at the Jews' God. And don't get that confused at all. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're mad, if you hate the Jews, you're mad at God for something.
That's right.
Maybe you feel good reason to, but make good on it. Talk to him. And it's not even a him. I mean, for women, it's a him, but only because it's singular. We aren't singular. We're men. We're part of it. We're part of a duo anyway. We're dual. There's no true he. We're dependent. We're connected. We come from each other. Hashem, he's accessible. I know the Christians want to believe, but if you really believe in Jesus, you don't have to go through him, because you know the message that he was trying to teach you. Apparently, if he's Jewish, that's what's the Torah say? We're all made in the image of God, and God doesn't want your sacrifices. He doesn't want anybody up on crosses or getting stoned or whatever. He doesn't want dead animals. Turn back to me and keep my ways. Turn back to the God of Israel. Just do it. You'll be glad you did. If you have a problem with God, take it to him as if you're talking to your dad and you have a legitimate case. And if you do have a legitimate case, perhaps God will answer you and in a way you won't expect. Trust me, I can't guarantee what God's going to do, but I would beg money that it'll come out of left freaking field in your life, and you'll be like, whoa, you won't be able to turn away from it. It'll stick in your head. So I believe that humans work this way. I do believe that on the tree of life, we do have a path to Hashem as non-Jewish people, as humans, even the Goyim out there. I think the facility is there. You just need the user's manual to get the code right. Couple things, there's just a firewall. You can get past it. There's a code for it. There's a door waiting for you. It's right. There's a way in. It is what I'm always. So don't turn away, because frankly, Jews don't need any more of it right now. They don't want your money. And everyone's all aid to Israel. Aid to Israel. Okay, yeah, a little aid to Israel. They pay us for a little aid to Israel. And you're going, you have no reason, no good reason. And they're still out there. There were 3, I don't know if you've been on the web. If you haven't been on the web, get on the web. after the show, after you stop in and say hi, yes, you, before you go over there, stop on in here, my favorite viewer right there, and let's talk Torah, let's talk Bible. But after that, there's a it was Elise Stefanik. She's a member of the House. She's like the fourth highest ranking member, and she brought in 3 presidents from MIT, Harvard, and not Yale, MIT, Harvard, and oh my goodness, 3 presidents might be, and asked them the question, each one after the other, simple question: does calling for the extermination of the Jewish people fall under Harvard's rules of harassment and intimidation? Something like that. There's a language to it. Each college had their own, or each university had their own. And the answers they gave were jaw-droppingly shocking. It was like, one was like, oh, well, it depends on the circumstances as to whether calling for the extermination of Jews is bullying. Another one said, with a smile on her face, like a gleeful little smile.
Oh my God! Hey, we know where the Satan worshipers are, then, don't we?
The president of Harvard looked like she was dressed for a Sesame Street episode or something, or Mr. Rogers, or he was in Playland. Wow. And the other one was like, well, if it's said to an individual, then it's harassment. And she says, well, Jews are individual. Anyway. So, and she's like, I want to give you a chance to walk that back one more time before the world sees this. And she couldn't answer. None of them give a straight answer. Instead of course not. Now, apparently, I just learned this tonight. There were Jewish students from each of the universities there. It's the public can come in and watch. Right. It was on C-SPAN, I think. The public can come in and watch this, and they didn't show it on camera, but from what Stefanik was saying later on, they were shocked, and one of them even was shaking. It was either mad or scared. Who knows? Visibly affected. That's what they're saying. Universities, supposedly prestigious.
Yeah, well, guess what? They're going to offend their alumni association. L'chaim. Amen. They're gonna offend their alumni association, and they're gonna lose a bunch of money.
Now, Dave Portnoy says he won't hire anybody from any of them. By the way, this is my just cracked open a beer for the night. This is a delicious, cheap, but kosher brew. So, cheers. No hamster. L'chaim. L'chaim. Health is the most important thing.
Okay. That's right.
So, kind of what I'm kind of going with the whole warriorship thing in what we see in Hanukkah is like the priests were ready to fight. They made a decisive moment. And I remember there's a post Rabbi Gav put up a couple days ago that it's not enough to be a Jew or a citizen of the nation. You have to be a warrior for it too. Every last one. That's part of the prescription as a Jew. It's not to be, soft. It's not to be, it's, you can have loving kindness and gentleness and not be soft. Okay. I'll just go that right there. There's a reason why you say gentle giant. He can crush you, but so I'm not saying that they have to be mean, but they have to be tough. Everybody has to join the army. Everybody's in the army basically at all times. And it's not enough to have an army so that the civilians can stay here and, grill hot dogs and behind the white picket fence or whatever. That's not it's not enough, especially now. But I think that's probably going to carry on until Mashiach comes. Everyone's in it. If you're over there, you're in it. And that's why I think we're going to see things change because God is with them. I firmly know that. I believe that.
Absolutely.
And it's and why? Because Israel is an imperfect state. Well, yeah, look at it. It's still part Ottoman. Shoot. They say, yeah, 1,000 years of bullshit. Excuse me. Well, 700 years, whatever, of bullshit. They got to clear out. It's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
They're working at it, and and the elites, the of course, the Europeans have their stake in it, yada yada. But here's the thing: the Jews are returning to Torah. The Jews are returning to Israel. The Jews are turning back to him, and that's what God sees. They wouldn't be in Israel right now, being able to fight off nation after nation, attack after attack, taking damage no less, but surviving and getting stronger by the year. For it to happen, that's for a reason. It should not happen. They are an anomaly. They are the minority of minorities in the world, and they can't go away. They just can't. I think that's why the left hates them so much, or why everyone is, because they're supposed to be, downtrodden and up there on the shelf with all the other non-whites, whatever, they're non-white straight dudes that are up there. They have to be placed up there, but yet they don't fall under any category. They still stand out like a sore thumb, refuse to assimilate any of the others. They're successful. Every other minority we can call downtrodden, pat them on the head and say, see what we, see and prop them up, and not a Jew. You can't do that to a Jew. Jews live, Jews survive.
That's right. They tried to kill us. We won. Let's
eat.
That's right.
But the world's going to see that now. God is with them. They will be successful, not because of how great the state is, how great their government is. Their government's so effing confusing. I don't know how anybody could live there and have a clue. Right. I thought my system was crazy. May God bless the United States of America for not being near as crazy as the Israeli government is on this day, today.
Right.
Because I don't get it. And it shifts around, and different factions or different groups, religious, rabbis and stuff will get together. Like, I don't get it. It's weird. No, it's because the reason why is because they're keeping Torah. They're coming home. They're being more Jewish, and they're not afraid to be Jewish. They're standing tall. They're talking back now. Okay. Well, we got the internet now. Your voice is as loud as ours. Now we can finally tell our side without y'all chopping our heads off. Not for people wanting to try, but they're getting stronger and they're getting taller. We're approaching a time. It's coming.
Never again.
And you got to make good with God on that too.
Yep.
Oh, what was that? Uncle Mike says, if you don't think God's playing both sides, you're not listening.
This is true, because he is. It's his world. His is the gold, and his is the silver. Yeah. Yep. Trying to clean up a mess. But I had an interesting day today. I was running around. Well, I wasn't running, but every time I'd have a customer or something, I would tell them, Happy Hanukkah. It starts tonight after dusk. And I had one guy, a gentleman, say, oh, I got to call my brother and wish him Happy Hanukkah. And then I looked up about maybe an hour later, and here's this lovely Jewish family of 6 people. And I'm going, oh, Happy Hanukkah, Hag Sameach. And the lady, she just looked at me and just beamed. And they all said, Hag Sameach, Happy Hanukkah.
Oh.
I know. It's like I almost wanted to cry.
Right?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I made a few people's days, But those were the 2 interesting ones that I had today. So that was cool. I will be wearing my shirt tomorrow. One of them. I found my second one finally. So I'll wear that later on in the week. But the other one, I will wear that tomorrow. I'm kind of on the fence about buying chocolate gelt. Only reason being is because the manufacturer of said gelt is now charging the same amount of money for one more or less piece of candy. At first, it started out as 10 pieces for $1. Then last year it was 8 pieces. This year it is 7.
Ugh.
So I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll give out suckers or something. So, I don't know, but just for the kids. And I'm even debating that as well.
You know,
I'm
you
not.
can you don't even need money for a menorah. I did tea lights forever.
Oh, I know. I do too. I did too. I guess I have one regular candle that I have lit for years, and I don't know where it is. I know, and it's just I just would light the one.
I remember you took it to work, didn't you?
Oh, I several times. Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah, tea
right.
lights and everything. When I worked in the deli, you betcha. Yep. Yep. I lit those candles in the deli. Yep.
Are these coming through?
Yes, they are. They're blue and lit up. Yep.
These are. I don't know if you can see because I got a little
Yeah.
square to look at.
No,
These,
they're lit up. They're lit up
these
fine.
are little Hanukkah menorahs and these little dreidels.
Yeah, they're lit up fine. You can see it on the wall better over
Yeah,
your.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can see
it's
them.
very temporary, and
Hey,
not a
I
lot
can
of
get
room
it.
I work with in here, but I had to put them up. We had them out in the living room earlier.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, the only problem I'm going to have this year is I'm dressing up like a Martha Stewart kind of Mrs. Santa Claus this year. Yeah.
Martha Stewart, Santa Claus, huh?
Well, kind of, sort of. Bring it into the 2000s. I've got like a black and red plaid um, shirt dress, long sleeve shirt dress, and I'm going to wear my sweats under my. I haven't decided if I want to do the red ones or the black ones. Probably the black ones. Then I got black shoes, and then I bought since I'm losing my hair nicely still, and it's really short. I got a wig. It's all synthetic hair, so I got a gray wig, and then it's long enough to where I can put it like in a bun, and I got like a ponytail that hangs in back, kind of a scrunchy kind of ponytail. So I figured, okay, I'd be like, a new wave Mrs. Santa Claus.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like I looked and looked and looked, and I've got a red. I also bought a red shirt that's solid, like the other one. So I figured, well, okay, I got two of those, so I can do one day and one the next, and alternate or something dumb like that. But I figured, okay, for the kids, and it's like, all right, I know it's just a costume. For me, it would be acting and just a costume,
Sure.
and make the kids happy, whatever. And there's, like I said, we'll just have to see what happens. And I'm trying to be happy and show some happiness. And speaking of the happiness, we need to do a refuah shalima for my granddaughter, Rosalind Rain, Bat Amber. She has scarlet fever, and any and all prayers for healing would be appreciated. We found this out about a couple hours ago. So she's a little over 1 year old. Well, she's about, let's see, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, she's 16 months old. So yeah, so she's little, and she had her shot of penicillin, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. So it's no fun when the kids are sick on the holidays.
Godspeed. Here's to your health. Here's to her
Amen.
health.
Amen.
Here's to all y'all's health.
Yay. Amen. We need it.
Well, I'm going to put over here a link we got from Chabad.org.
Oh, okay. Breaking news. Hunter Biden indicted on 9 tax charges, adding to gun charges as special counsel probe.
What are the charges again? You got on
Nine tax charges, adding
Oh,
a gun charge and special counsel probe.
wow.
Yeah, that
You
just
heard it
popped
here,
into
folks.
that just popped into my breaking news. So it's like, okay. So
Yeah, put that up there.
okay, so hey, you said something's gonna happen on Hanukkah. Ta-da!
I've been very angry with my country lately. as to some of the decisions that people have made in there, and the attitudes that people have had on their neighbor. Been very angry and very bah humbug about the whole thing. But there are some signs out there that we might be able to pull this through. Maybe America might be able to survive what's coming. I mean, we'll see. But I'm just noticing a change, and a lot of people coming out and saying, "Well, I voted for the wrong people. I had no idea it'd be like this," or
Right.
and their friends. I got a guy out there. His a friend of his is all Palestine and all that stuff, and saw him. They had a march up here in little town up here. They had a big old swath of people walk through the one big shopping mall, or not mall but strip in town, and had to have their little parade.
Right.
And well, I don't know exactly where I'm going with this. I don't know what I
Things
was
are
saying.
changing. Things are changing.
And yeah, people are waking. We could do it. There is a
They're
possibility.
tired of the BS. They're tired of it. The
It's like,
idol smashers are smashing idols.
yeah,
We're breaking the klipa and bringing out the sparks.
this is an idol smashing holiday right here, right
That's
here.
right. Absolutely.
Passover, Hanukkah, and this is more of a festival. It's not a holiday.
Yeah, so no, Purim and Hanukkah.
Purim,
Purim
yep.
and Hanukkah. Yeah. See, yeah. See, Purim is the holy one. It's from the inside to bring out the light. Hanukkah is showing the light already outside.
Yeah, we don't put a menorah in our window.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't.
No, you
There
did.
might
You
be
have
more
been. You've been known to put it outside the door a couple times, if I remember correctly.
When I first started, yeah, when I was heavy, when I was really heavy into study, I had to, and it really, when I did that, it just got the house cold, blew stuff around, and blew the menorah out.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, and that's also when people were very concerned about, because there was such an influx of B'nai Noach in the 2000s and the 90s, that it really stampeded the rabbis. They had no clue that it would grow that fast. I got there a little earlier than most, but yeah, it's real. People caught on to it, and
God bless Vendel Jones.
yeah, amen.
Dr. Vendel Jones, yep.
Of blessed memory. I wish I got that. See, I hear that. I see he's Texan. See, I got that. He's got that Texan sensibility about him.
Yes,
I
he
dig
does.
that. I got to stay on topic. What am I saying? Forgetting stuff all day today. But it's, where was I? Do you remember where I was? I don't.
Yeah, we were saying that things were going to come to a head or whatever. Something's going to happen, and we were kind of showing little things. And I turned around and said, "Yep, they got Hunter Biden." So they got him.
Oh yeah.
So
that's good. I mean, it's sad that it has to come to this, but
enough's enough.
They lied to the whole of the people, all the people out there. Harvard, I think it was Yale, maybe it was Yale, MIT. They have like strict speech. You can't talk anything about fat phobia. You can't misgender somebody, but you want to make public call in mass for the ending of the Jewish people, and they're just fine with it. Hello, there's a line in the sand. Where are you?
That's right.
That's that bold. It's that stupid. It's so stupidly obvious. He's making it easy for you people. Come on.
That's right. That's right. Don't kick the sucker.
Yep. Yeah, I saw a chicken nugget in my hand. I said, wow, it looks like the state of Israel. And then I ate the chicken nugget and looked back at my hand and said, wow, now it looks like Palestine.
It's coming. There you go.
We do this every Thursday night right here on Rumble, also on YouTube, and we carry the stream on the Twitter account, the Idol Smasher.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to have you join us. There's a link over here. It's a StreamYard link. Click that, and it gets you in here, and you can talk to us live on the air. If you have a question, you have a challenge you can be polite about, we would love to hear it. We'd love to have you. We can even talk Jesus, because both of us are Christian. In fact, both of us, by chance, meeting up, we're both Episcopalians. And we both kind of had a revelation, a moment where it's not that we don't like Episcopalians, it's but that, you know, that the Bible's true, and the Jewish part is still 100% active and fully functioning in the world today.
That's right. It's alive and well on planet Earth. And don't think
is.
it's not.
It's like an oracle. If you want to look at it like a fancy way, or if you want to hook people into it, it's like an oracle. You know, an oracle you usually see in the science fiction shows as, you know, a man with a large cranium floating in a bubble of energy, all at peace, and knows all things. Okay, but this is an actual real in this world. The fantasy world, where they're trying to introduce the idea of an oracle to you, or out here in, you know, in stories or in pop culture, you know, this is one alive and well today. It is an oracle. It does actually work like one. I don't figure it out. I stopped trying that years ago now. It just works. You know, if I were to recommend a good whiskey, I would recommend it because it works. It's good. I recommend this because it works. Kung Fu works. I would suggest Tai Chi to anybody of just about any physical condition or age. I would recommend Tai Chi. But before Tai Chi, I'd recommend Torah. Why? Because it works. It works like science. Like it's testable. It's a science in and of itself.
Like Reiki. Yeah.
Like what's that?
Reiki. Reiki. Reiki.
What's Reiki?
You've never heard of that? It's a healing science. It's came out sometime around the 50s or maybe a little earlier. But let's put it this way. There's no religion behind it. It's like the Force kind of thing. A bunch of people turned around and at one time actually literally cleaned a lake just by thinking clean thoughts and saying Reiki, you know, and just praying over the water. And they actually cleaned a lake in Japan. They got the pollution.
Get out of town.
Just for today, I can't remember the things. I can't remember all the slogans because I gave that up. So, but yeah, it's similar to that.
They really cleaned a lake?
Yes. Yep, it was polluted as all get out, and they prayed over it. And I don't know how many times they would go out there to pray over it, but eventually it ended up, it became clean.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah. Well, I think it got videos or something like that. But yeah, but it's like there's no religion with Reiki. It's just there. It's like, okay. But I think, yeah, well, one of the things that bothered me was that I'll talk to you about it afterwards because I'm not really sure how a lot of people would take a lot of things, and I want to be a little accurate. And I know you'd understand what I was going to say. So, anyhow, we want to get into the half Torah.
Yes, we got a half Torah. We could take a look at the Torah portion of.
Yes, we do. The first day of Hanukkah. It's the first 3 portions.
Well, okay, where do we want to go? Tell us where we want to go.
All I've got for the first Torah reading for Hanukkah 1, and it's the first 3 portions. And if you like, Bamidbar for Numbers, chapter 7, starts at verse 1 and goes through 17.
So you're not in Genesis. Okay, where are we
Numbers?
Seeing
that? In Numbers, chapter 7.
I have Tanakh and Chumashim, so I'll just
Numbers chapter 7. Bamidbar.
Numbers, Bamidbar. Oh.
If you'd like, I can read it.
I wish we had a link, but yeah,
I did.
You read it.
I gave you a link. It's over in the private chat. Remember?
Oh, I put that up. Oh, I thought that was the. I thought I was putting up a cookbook.
No, well, that's no that was the cookbook was from. No, I don't know if it's on there or not. It could be. But no,
There we
that's
go.
Kabbalah.org. Yeah, that's the Jewish text of Hanukkah Torah readings. So right there.
There's a link. It looks like that. Go for it.
Okay.
I need to go for it.
You want me to do it?
Go right ahead, Rosalie. Take it away.
Okay. We're in Numbers chapter 7, verse 1. And it was that on that day that Moses finished erecting the Mishkan. He anointed it, he sanctified it, and all its vessels, and the altar and all its vessels, and he anointed them and sanctified them. The chieftains of Israel, the heads of their fathers' houses, presented their offerings. They were the leaders of the tribes. They were the ones who were present during the counting. They brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for each 2 chieftains, and an ox for each one. They presented them in front of the Mishkan. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take it from them and let them be used in the service of the tent of the meeting. You shall give them to the Levites in accordance with each man's work." So Moses took the wagons and the cattle and gave them to the Levites. He gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the sons of the Gershon according to their work. And he gave 4 wagons and 8 oxen to the son of Merari according to their work under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kohath he did not give, for incumbent upon them was the work involving the holy objects, which they were to carry on their shoulders. The chieftains brought offerings for the dedication of the altar on the day it was anointed. The chieftains presented their offerings in front of the altar. The Lord said to Moses, one chieftain each day shall present his offering for the dedication of the altar. Second portion. The one who brought his offering on the first day was Nahshon, the son of Aminadab of the tribe of Judah. And it was his offering was 1 silver bowl weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver sprinkling basin weighing 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both filled with fine flour mixed with olive oil for a meal offering. 1 spoon weighing 10 silver shekels of gold filled with incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 lamb in its first year for a burnt offering. 1 young he-goat for a sin offering. And for the peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Nahshon, the son of Aminadab. And that ends the reading for today. Okay. Hello. Did I lose you?
You got microphone. There we go.
There you go. Yep.
We were talking about the dedication of the when Moses blessed or anoints the Mishkan, which is basically the portable temple.
Correct.
Okay, this is the center of everything. This is where the pillar of day or smoke by day, fire by night comes from. Okay, okay. And how does he anoint this? How does he anoint the Mishkan and everything with oil, with olive oil? Some say hemp oil too. They use a different variety, but with oil, primarily olive. And guess what's big on Hanukkah?
Oil.
Oil.
Nez Gadol.
I had a friend of mine send me a Mayan Bialik, I just watched this video, check, oh wow, and she was saying we eat a lot of unhealthy foods on Hanukkah. The rumor is that we eat a lot of unhealthy foods on Hanukkah. Yes, we do. True,
That's
very
right.
true.
That's right. Jelly donuts and latkes.
And fried in olive oil.
Oh yes.
I'm going to do the papas, the potato cakes this year. I tried them a couple years back, and they were a little too rich and thick for me. I need to thin them out. All the pictures I see now, they're much thinner. Mine came out like it was a meal. One of those sat in my stomach.
It was like a Waffle House waffle.
Even bigger than that. These were
wow.
I like
okay, cool.
That was some pretty thick stuff. So we're gonna make some more, but I'm gonna go easy on the size. More onions. So I need onions. There's many blessings in fatty foods, says Path of Avraham out there in the chat and over here on YouTube.
Yay, Path. Hey.
Yep. Put them up there.
No, it's all about the nace. No oil. It's all about the nace.
Good to see you, Path. Come on in if you like.
All about the nace.
Yeah, oil. So everything oil. You can even light a menorah with oil. You just get some Kleenex, a little rolled up, and have oil in there, and you make a wick.
Make a wick. Yep.
You don't even need candles really if you have olive oil, which everybody should have in their kitchen. Everybody. Emerald says it. Emerald Lagasse. Rachel Ray. I say it. Olive oil is just some of the best cooking. If you've never cooked with olive oil, start. You won't regret it. You can replace butter with it sometimes in some recipes.
Hey, my favorite butter replacement is mayonnaise.
Really?
Yeah, sure. It's got to be real mayonnaise, like Hellman's or whatever. Yeah, you just slide that on there, stick your toast on the grill or whatever if you want to toast it up. Oh man, it works really well instead of butter. So yeah, so it's like you're not mixing meat and milk, and if you want a hamburger and you don't want to put any butter on your bun, you use mayonnaise.
Now you just blew my mind.
I know, I saw it too. It blew my mind first time I saw it too. But I tell you what, it's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty that way.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try that. Okay.
Yep, it toasts up really nice. Yes, I don't know, not Miracle Whip, but like Hellman's or Duke's or something, real mayonnaise.
Yeah, and Hellman's is Parv.
Yes, it is. And they do have olive oil mayonnaise as well.
Yes, they do.
But I use the regular stuff because I'm not a fan of the olive oil one.
No. You're not a fan of olive oil mayonnaise. I can understand that. I've tried it before.
Well, it's not so bad. It's just that there's certain flavors that go with certain things that I don't want on certain things. It's like, okay. But yeah, the first time I saw that, it was like actually it was one of Rabbi Rabs's videos. He was in in California. He was in one of his restaurants, one of the restaurants that was local that he used to hang out at, and they showed how they were doing that.
Really?
They used the mayonnaise. Yep.
Okay, well there you go. You got mayonnaise and you got olive oil. Two great ways to avoid mixing your meat and dairy if you're so inclined, or if you're Jewish, you better. Keep Torah, y'all. Here we go. We are on the last bit, last flame. We have 5 menorahs now, 5 full-size menorah. We had the little ones too. When we were traveling one year, we got a little bitty one. It was like that big.
Cool.
And it's so small, even birthday cake candles don't fit in it. You have to kind of whittle it down to get it in there. Yeah, now we've got 5, and I can't wait for the picture. I want to put all the menorahs on one table instead of having them like on a line like we do. I want to put them all together and have this bold, just sun in the middle of our living room, this of light. I can't wait. This was Lisa's choice this year. This menorah, the cobalt,
cool,
kind of soft metallic.
Yeah.
Well, since that's going out, we're going to end the YouTube stream and we're going to continue on Rumble. Here over in the chat is the link to the show on Rumble. If you haven't joined Rumble, do so. If you're on Rumble, hit that like button, smash the Rumble button. I like saying that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Smash the Rumble button. Idle smash the Rumble button. And hey, like us on YouTube too. We appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, do so. And we do this every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. Here in the good old US of A, and bring your Bible. And if you have questions, if you're a Christian, you got questions. If you're a Muslim and you're brave, come on in. We just love to talk to you because it's what we found. We weren't born into Torah. We came to it, and what we found is something quite wonderful and quite frightening because of the power that's there. And I want to get it, point I was making about America is that we might just make it. We might be worthy. I'm starting to see a backlash. I'm starting to see the conflict, and that's good. That's really good. Like Luke Skywalker says to Darth Vader, I sense the good in you, Father, the conflict. Well, I'm glad to see there's still some conflict out there, and it's taking hold. People aren't just lying down and taking it like we did. Okay. We're going to head off of YouTube, folks. In the meantime, right now, we're moving into the latter portion of the show where we might get deep and even a little more crazy. It's when the dancing girls come in. It's I'm kidding. It's the afterglow. And we'll be over there on Rumble for a little while. So if you'd like to come over and have a chat, man, we'd love to have you. So,
Shabbat Shalom, otherwise. And
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll see you next week. Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Chag Hanukkah Sameach. There we go.